have reported asthmatic problems. And there have some people have gone to the doctor with allergy problems that have not had any allergic reactions such as the swelling or itching. And if they went back to their apartments, they would find out that they had bed bugs there, but they had no welts on them, and they had no itching problems on their arms or legs or their body anywhere. But all they had was like allergy problems, and so they didn't have any other symptoms but just allergy problems. And there are people like that they never felt them on them, but had no welts or anything else, but they did have some allergy problems. And 30–40% of people show no reaction to the bite. So you can have bed bugs in your house and not even know it unless you actually see the blood stains on your mattress. And this is what our bed bug bites look like. And you can see on this, some of them are in rows. Sometimes a bed bug may get next to you, start sticking its mouth part into you. And it may stick it into you 3 or 4 times before it finally gets a blood meal. It's just kind of looking for a capillary until it finds the right spot to get a blood meal, or you may get 3 or 4 of them getting on you. Kind of like a cow's coming up to a trough to get a meal, and that's what the bed bugs are doing at night. And this shows the bed bug harborage sites. And they get in these small areas, and you can see how thin they are, and they get in these small spots. And when you're doing an inspection, you're looking for bed bugs, or a pest control company comes in. If they find a unit that has bed bugs, they're going to look into adjoining rooms, adjoining apartments, and an apartment complex. You have to look above the one that's infested, to the ones to the right, to the left, the ones below. So bed bugs will infest apartments or units to the left, to the right, and up and down. So a little bit about inspection difficulties. When you're in some of these places, there's a lot of knickknacks and different articles. In this unit, you can see there's different statues, and these items have to be removed. They have to be put in plastic bags and gotten out of this unit. On the left, there's one of these motorized wheelchairs, real difficult to treat, and sometimes they have to be taken out of there, treated, and removed. Just a closer-up shot. A lot of these things are personal, and you don't want to. These are valuable to them and sentimental, and they have to be removed, as we said before. And here's on the left, you can see one of these lift chairs, and those are worth about $3,000 to $4,000. So, if at all possible, they need to be treated. You don't want to have to dispose of these because of the expense. And you see the dresser there, those have to be emptied out, all the clothes taken out of those so they can be inspected. And a lot of personal items on top of the dresser, if all possible, all those have to be removed. Equipment there, oxygen tanks, bed bugs will get in these items also. And inspecting the bedding. Pillowcases have to be inspected. You need a bright flashlight when you're doing inspections. First, you have to take the mattresses off. You have to take the covers off, inspect around the roping or the tufts of the mattresses. This is a primary place where you find the bed bugs. So if the homeowners, they can inspect these themselves, need to do this when you're in your home. Look, this is where you're looking for bed bugs. And this is what you're going to find: rust stains on the bedding. And you'll see the dried blood on the bedding, on the mattress. And this is what sometimes you'll find a live bed bug. This gives you a kind of perspective how the size of the bed bug. Once you take the mattress and the box spring off, you can see the cracks on the frame there where the bed bugs are in there, and you see the eggs and blood spots and all the bed bugs on the bed frame. You have to take out the dresser drawers, and the flashlight is showing in there. You got the woodwork in there, and there's cracks in there, and you got nails and screws in there, and the bed bugs lay their eggs on the screws. And unless you have very good flashlights and magnification, you can't even see the eggs, but you will see live bed bugs in these areas, and these all have to be treated. And on top of the dresser, none of that was removed at this time here, but all this stuff has to be removed to do a complete inspection and do a treatment in these areas. Inspecting furniture. All this furniture, all the pillows have to be taken off, inspected. Look behind all these, underneath the pillows. All those magazines on the floor, you need to look through the magazines. Bed bugs will get in these magazines. These magazines that are on the floor should be put in plastic bags and sealed up and thrown away. And these couch and chair will need to be turned over. This is another couch. You look at the bed bugs and the blood stains between the couch and the cushions. Fecal stains in the seams. Look at the folds in the couch cushions. And this is inspecting the furniture. Now, a lot of times if you're doing inspections, it's good to wear protective clothing so you protect yourself so you don't take bed bugs home with you. We'll get a close-up shot on this, but look underneath these because this bed bugs like to hide. They don't want to be out in the open. And this is underneath that chair where you can see all the bed bugs and the fecal material. That's a penny there, so you can see the size of the bed bugs compared to a penny. And treatment preparation. If somebody's going to come in and do a treatment, what homeowners need to do, apartment renters, need to remove everything from the closets, the dresser drawers, nightstands, tables, and place in plastic bags. You need to strip the bed, launder your sheets, pillowcases, mattress pad, and blankets. And when laundering the sheets, you need to wash on hot water cycle with detergent. Use a dryer to dry the sheets, not air dry. Launder or dry clean all clothing and fabrics, including the drapes. And if items cannot be laundered, you can put it in the hot dryer for at least 5 minutes. And you need to discard all clutter and all unnecessary items from infested rooms. What you need to do is vacuum all infested rooms, including mattresses, bed springs, couches, chairs, closets, and shelves. And the main reason for this is to get the dust and dirt all up. Using the vacuum is not going to get rid of all the bed bugs and the eggs. The eggs are glued very tightly to the furniture and the carpeting along the edges, and a vacuum will not get rid of all the eggs. It will remove a couple of them, and it will remove some of the bed bugs. And if what you have to do with the bag is seal it in plastic and discard it, but it's mainly for getting the place clean, and it will get rid of a few bed bugs, but that's not a cure-all for getting rid of your bed bugs. But the main thing for getting rid of bed bugs is using some different materials, pesticides. So another thing you need to do is seal in plastic and discard any ripped or torn materials, such as if you got bedding that's not good. You need to discard it. You need to seal it in plastic and put it out at the curb for disposal. And any other heavily infested items that need to be discarded, you need to put them out at the curb and wrap them in plastic. Just want to show you an apartment unit that was heavily infested. Everything was discarded out of this unit. Everything was put out. You can see a picture there. It's hard to see, but there's a microwave that was wrapped in plastic, and everything else was taken out of this unit and wrapped and ready to be put in a dumpster. Carpeting was put out there. Everything from this unit was taken out. There were so many bed bugs in it. This is where they're removing the carpet in this unit. And on the floor is blood stains. It was underneath the nightstand, and there were so many bed bugs in this unit that the bed bugs were just crushed, and just a lot of blood stains on the floor there. This shows the whole unit was completely cleaned out and all the carpeting padding removed. And this is just finishing cleaning up with a packed vacuum with a HEPA filter in it, just to remove everything that was in there. This is a baseboard heater, and none of them are dead bed bugs on it. Here's treatment techniques and some products that we're just going to mention. Steaming, using hot steam machine. Steam will completely kill everything, including the eggs, the adults, and all the instars. There are some other products out there. One of the things that homeowners can use, apartment owners, is dust. There's a few dust out there that are available in hardware stores. And desiccants like diatomaceous earth. This works as a desiccant. Insects like bedbugs have an exoskeleton. When they crawl across this stuff, it scratches the shell of the insect and they dry out. Heat and cold treatments don't really work that well, so we don't even talk about that much. This shows how steam works. Steaming a box spring, the steam about 220 degrees. This will kill all the eggs and the adult roaches. This shows steaming the bottom of a box spring, very hot steam. And then when you steam the bottom of the box spring, you have to take off the cheesecloth or the cotton underneath, and then continue steaming this. And steaming the bed frame. We showed you that one bed frame before that had all the eggs and bed bugs on it, and this will completely kill every egg and bed bug that was on it. And this is steaming another part of the frame, the wood slats. And another item that's being steamed. And this completely kills everything. And a couple other items that are useful is encasing the mattresses and pillows and plastic covers. And this is one way to protect your mattresses and box springs, is getting plastic covers. And this is very important. It's a lot easier and cheaper to encase the mattress and box spring than to throw them away all the time, every time you see a few of them on there. And we encourage you to get the encasings for your mattresses and box springs and even for your pillow covers. And there are a few other products out there that may be available to the homeowners. Bedlam is another product that works very well in bed bugs. Sterifab and rubbing alcohol, 91% is available to homeowners. And these are short-lived, so they will kill the adult bed bug. They don't do much for the eggs, but they will work very well on the adults if you see them. But in about 15 minutes, they dry up and they don't work anymore. Bed bugs, why so hard to control? Well, because they multiply quickly. The females, as we said before, they lay 5 eggs a day, up to 500 in their lifetime. The nymphs can survive months without a blood meal, adults up to a year. And only steam has been shown to kill the eggs. And they have numerous secluded hiding places. And they move easily from one location to another. In apartment complexes, they come out in the evening. If you have visitors in the evening and they come into your place, they're sitting on a couch, they get on somebody else, and then they go back to their place. Now you're transferring from one place to the next. They're nocturnal, usually only come out at night, so you really don't see them until you got a pretty good size infestation. Currently available chemicals require multiple applications for control. And we have 3 different strains identified in the Cincinnati area that are resistant to pesticides. So we have to change our different pesticides that we're using. We have to switch them, because now we have different strains in Cincinnati that are resistant to the ones that we're using. So what we can do now is use some monitors to help detect bed bugs. They don't control them, but they will help sometimes tell us, put them around our beds. Bed bugs will crawl on them sometimes. We don't use these to control the bed bugs, but it will help tell us sometimes if we have bed bugs. So you want to know how you can eliminate bed bugs from your premises. Well, it's going to be hard to completely eliminate the bed bugs without utilizing the services of a professional pest control operator. And even then, with the services of a professional pest control operator, it's going to take 5 or more treatments. And one of the problems is it's hard to control the bed bugs because of all the hiding places they have. They use a lot of cracks and crevices to lay their eggs, and it's very difficult in locating and treating all these cracks and crevices.